In this video, I'm going to share with you how to choose a bear can. There are several considerations that you want to look at before choosing a bear can because certain locations where you go backpacking and camping, like Yosemite or Sequoia or Grand Teton National Park, absolutely require a bear can or other approved bear container to prevent the bears from getting in your food. So first, what is a bear can? A bear can is a bear resistant, not proof, but they say bear proof, but it's resistant, that helps prevent bears, grizzlies, and black bears from getting into your precious food, like your lasagna that you paid 10 bucks for to go eating. And what this bear can is supposed to do, it is designed to carry the food, all the food and the smellies and your toothpaste and your deodorant. Or why are you using deodorant in the woods? Ugh. But this is meant to be the container that prevents animals, especially bears, from getting in your food. Now, there are a couple considerations of bear cans that you want to look at. One, how big is it? That's a major factor. This bear can, the BV 500 and 550, I think the 550 is the new standard, but this is the one that I've used quite a bit because it's quite light relative to how much volume it can carry. I can literally jam 3.5 days of food in here, so I can go on a 4-day backpack, cram all sorts of expensive freeze-dried food in here, and my day food, cram that all in there and still have plenty of room for my toothpaste and whatnot. So the volume of the bear can is your number one consideration of how many days are you going to go out. If you're going to go out for a day or two, the BV series, the Bear Vaults, are highly excellent. There are other bear cans that if you fail to bring one, you're going to be required to rent one from the national parks, and they use those black 3-pound heavy monsters. They, I would say, are arguably more invincible than this, but there's a catch to those. So besides the volume, the weight. If you're backpacking, the last thing you want to do is carry more weight when you're backpacking. And if you get a really heavy bear can that you only fill up halfway with your food, let me tell you people, that stinks. So definitely look at the volume and the weight of your bear can. So the whole idea of the bear can is when you seal it up and you spin that sucker closed or you lock it closed, the bear can't get its mouth on anything or the claws in there. I have been to the bear test center at West Yellowstone, and you would be blown away what a grizzly bear with 4-inch claws, the length of my index finger, can do to solid steel containers. You'd be blown away. Next, the big consideration is how are you going to get into this bear can? This one is relatively easy. It has a double lock system that is annoying to get into. As you can see here, there we go. And then you can spin this bad boy off and get to your dinner. When it's freezing cold, this thing is hard to get into. The other style containers require a coin or a tool to get in. Now that sounds great, like, oh, the bear can't get in there. But what happens when you can't get in there? So make sure that if you've got the removable style lids that require some sort of key or coin, that you have a key or coin, because that particular style of material to open a flathead screwdriver style bear can is, I wouldn't say impossible to find in the woods, but you're going to be crying because you won't be able to get in the bear can. If a 600-pound upset grizzly can't get in, you definitely will not be able to get in. So if you get the bear can that is designed where the hatch closes and it requires a couple keys or flip-ups or something, be aware that there's something that when you're way back in the woods, 50 miles, and you can't get in your bear can because you can't open the food or to eat your food, that's going to be a real ticker. The next consideration is when you seat this thing, especially the bear vault, make sure you seat this all the way before you use it as a stool, because you can, on the bear vault, break the threads. The other bear containers that just have the flip-up hatch or the coin hatches tend to be much more invincible to that particular failure. So that is something to consider as well. So those are the biggest considerations for bear cans in choosing. I prefer this because I can see in there, I can see what I've got going. The solid black ones, harder to get into, but you know, they're a different shape, and most importantly, will this even fit in your backpack? Don't show up with a tiny little backpack thinking you're going to go backpacking in Yosemite, Sequoia, Grand Teton, Yellowstone, or wherever, because if this doesn't fit in your backpack, they won't issue you a permit. I promise you that. So hopefully these considerations of how much you want to put in your bear can, the weight, the ease of access, the seat access, and everything was helpful to you. I've got more information about this in my book, Adventure Expedition 1, that tells you more about bear cans and all the consideration of dealing with the bears. See the bear tracks? Come on, you gotta give me some points for this. My name is Aaron Linsdau. I'm a polar explorer and professional adventurer. Please check out my books below and links: Antarctic Tears, Adventure Expedition 1, Lost at Windy Corner, How to Keep My Feet Warm in the Cold, Jackson Hole Hiking Guide, The Most Crucial Knots to Know, and the 2024 Total Eclipse Guides, as well as my shows World Beyond and Antarctic Tears. Thank you very much for watching, and enjoy your bear cans!